Hey, what's up, guys? Nick at Night here, and today I kind of want to just take you through an hour of what it would be like trophy pushing when it comes to me in the 3900s pushing for 4K. So I went ahead and I actually played Clash of Clans almost 10 hours during this day here that you're seeing a clip from, and it was a pretty grueling day. Most of the time you're searching and you see about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I don't know, max of about 100 bases, like you're going to see me fast forward through here, and all I'm seeing, as you can see, I kind of paused on one worth 7, but most of the time these are worth 1 minus 39, plus 1 minus 39. That's all you're going to see at most things above 3,800 trophies. Actually 3,900s when it really starts looking like that. But I basically go ahead and I search, and I want to go through one more time my rules on what makes a base worth it for me to go in on and waste an army, so that maybe you guys can be a little bit more efficient trophy pushers. Rule number 1 is pretty simple. If the town hall's outside, take it. If you're not going to get more than 10 trophies by continuing to take the rest of the base, ignore the rest of the base. Unless there's like a million of each loot and you need loot for some reason, and you maybe have to log off right then, don't go for the rest of the base. That is my biggest suggestion if you can avoid it, because you're going to basically just add that 1, 2, or 3 trophies that you gained off of a snipe like this to your end result, which is what you're going to have at the end of your little session of searching. And if you're to go all in with your army, you basically have to wait, if you're not going to gem, like 2 hours, and then there goes the rest of the trophies that you could be finding right there. If you are going to get more than 10 or maybe even 15, if you go in, like the base has a 20 something offer, go ahead and continue on, because you already took 2% of it with the town hall, so the advantage is in your favor to actually go ahead and try to beat the base for a 2-star. Now, the next thing I want to say is, if you're just going to attack a base straight up, for me personally, I lowered my standards. It was 30. It has to be 25 trophies or higher. Otherwise, I won't even think really about going in on a base unless I'm to the point where I have to log off, or I have to go do something and I just want to use my army composition. Try to at least find, 10, 12, 15 at that point. A base like this, I'm still going to go for a town hall, even though I know it's going to cost me a golem and my queen. So what I do is I like to use the clan golem, because I didn't actually build that one, so it doesn't mess with my troops that are queuing when I get back home. Because if I use one of my actual golems, say a P.E.K.K.A. and a wizard pop out of my barracks, I have to go back home and redo the entire way that my troops are building up. So that's just a mini pro tip to avoid any confusion back home in your barracks, because your clan can hook you up with a golem, and it basically makes like no difference, like if you were to build it or if they were to build it. Let me go ahead and clear my throat and I'll be right back. Okay, so continuing on, those are the basic rules. If you can avoid rule 2 and not get antsy like me, you're never going to really mess up. So you can see right here in this clip, I'm at 3979. I started off yesterday. This is the clip from then, and that's basically where I was. I was like, okay, I'm really, really determined to get to 4K. That's the biggest step on my way to getting to Titan League, and I wasn't really going to settle for anything but snipes, because going backwards was really not an option. And yeah, I basically didn't get matched up with anyone in that 20 to 30 trophy range to make it worth going in on bases, so I ended up sniping all day. This clip here you're seeing is 1 actual hour, and I basically 20 times fast forward every time that I'm searching and I'm not going to attack, and then it's regular speed when I'm sniping, and that comes out to only about 5 minutes. So that's just how little you're going to attack. You basically have to crawl up by 1, and if you get lucky, or gems mean nothing to you, and you have a pile of money sitting next to you and you like spending gems, go in on bases worth 2 for all I care. I mean that's your opinion, but it's just less risky, and you're going to lose 39 or 38 if you go in on any of these bases and lose. Alright, I think that's it for tips. My experiences, I sometimes get lost and delirious in the clouds. Talking to clanmates, I'm multitasking. Most of the time when I'm doing searches like this, I'm actually playing Boom on another device, talking to someone on Skype on my computer, and managing my upload schedule all at once. So I just kind of glance over, which is why some bases you're going to see it stares at it for briefly longer than other bases. It's really hard. If you don't want to get bored, like, don't just look at the iPad, maybe do something else, but only use the same. This is another pro tip. Only use the same finger to skip. I only use my right index finger ever to skip, because I don't trust like reaching over with my left hand, because if you touch the screen, I have not dropped a troop. I don't want to jinx myself. This entire trophy push, I have not attacked a base that I did not want to attack. So you're going to see a bunch of bases like this. With the bonus, you're at 1 million loot if you beat this base. But you just really have to just take the Town Hall and roll with it. I know it's not even a maxed out base. He has a level 6 mortar that's down. A level, what is that? My screen, when you play back the video to talk over it, is a little blurry. It looks like level in the teens heroes. But yeah, you just got to take the Town Hall and roll with it. So we're at 3981, continuing to push up. Again, you're only seeing 1 trophy offers if you're looking at the left side of the screen, and they're pretty much all the same base. I don't really like streaming this kind of stuff because I'll go in on a base I shouldn't. Right here, this guy's being kind of a troll. So we went to drop the queen, and obviously all these Teslas pop up, and I'm like, well, this guy sucks. So I have to use my clan golem. I'm going to have to gem my queen up a little bit of health, but either way, we still get the Town Hall, and I guess he really just cost us a golem. I didn't want to take it out on him because, again, he was not worth anything to me. So it's going to cost us a few gems to get the queen back up and running, but in the long run, that doesn't really hurt us. So wrapping up 1 hour, this is about how far we got. And then this happened. I went ahead and just searched one more time. I've only had this happen twice. This is the highest trophy offer I have ever seen in searching a regular base in Clash of Clans. If you're a champion player and you randomly get a Titan League player to log offline and you're the first person to see them, you're getting this offer right here. So I was kind of freaking out. I ran in the other room. I'm like, Kelly, I gotta plug this in and record, but I also don't have any time to prep on how to attack this base. So I kind of just went at it the standard way I go at bases. You're gonna see me use 1 jump spell, some haste to get my troops moving in nicely. I want them to take out that mortar. Pretty deadly clan castle comes out. Dragons don't die from poison spells, so I had to get my queen in earlier than I would have liked to take out that dragon. Wizards do a good job dropping the dragon as well. I have my rage in the right spot. My king jumps into the center. I mean, everything's looking pretty good here. A lot of skeleton traps, Teslas, archer queen in the center. My king goes down really fast. Now, I wasn't expecting him to die that quick, but my queen's right there, right? So she should be able to maybe clean up this Town Hall. If we just get a star on this base, that's really all we need at 51 offer. The golems are spreading out like crazy. My archer queen's still in the center. She has her health kind of low, though, from the Teslas and Expos, and no golems protecting her. She goes down, and right now I'm furious. The only good part about this base is losing is only -5 because he's in Titan League. But that's literally what you just saw me do for an hour before this. And then some. I think I may have only won 4. Yeah, I think I won 5 snipes in that hour. So this is one of the craziest things I now learned from this attack, which you're going to see it's painful. I'm only at 37%. It could have gone a little differently, or maybe I could have delayed my queen. Here's a couple things. Some clanmates were saying go from the far left corner and go that way as opposed to from one of the flat wall sides. A couple other people were saying if I just brought 2 minions instead of I normally bring 6 archers, I now bring 2 archers and 2 minions because minions take 2 housing space. Bring 2 minions. I could have cleared all the buildings on the left side with just 2 minions. That would have probably got me to 50%. With 2 archers, I'm only able to get up to 40-something%, and I do end up losing to this Titan League player. There's a couple free army camps. You can see right here, I, out of desperation, try my Quake spell to see if it could just take down that cannon. I could probably get 50, and that would have been as many trophies as I needed to get to 4K. But setbacks like this are going to happen, and I wanted to share it with you guys as opposed to hide this replay and never show it again. I think it was a good learning experience, but basically you could see what a generic hour looks like for me. However, I've only seen 51 from a Titan player, 50 from another Titan player where I actually got a 1-star on, and then my next highest was that 45 that I uploaded. If you did not see my 45 3-star, that's the biggest raid I've ever done in Clash of Clans. Hope you guys enjoyed this first look at my push to 4K. I have plenty more replays to go. I've got a lot of stuff built up I have to commentate. And as always, for everything Clash of Clans and the Titan League push, you know what to do because you're already doing it. Keep it tuned right here. I'm Nick at Night, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.